My girlfriend nearly drowned in our pool because she hadn't eaten in 5 days. Turns out the truth goes much deeper than that. I was celebrating my 30th birthday when I noticed my girlfriend floating on top of our pool. I called out her name and she didn't respond back, so I jumped in, and that's when I realized that she was unconscious. I pulled her out of the pool and did CPR on her until she coughed up some water and started breathing again. My body literally went limp from how scared I was because I thought I had lost her, so I didn't stop holding her hand until we reached the hospital. She was way skinnier than when we made love a few days ago, and I genuinely thought something was wrong with her body. She didn't say a word except muttering, "I'm sorry." I didn't know why she was apologizing, but I sure as hell was about to find out. When the doctors told me she had fainted from exhaustion and that she was starving, she confessed she hadn't eaten anything for 5 days. She said she wanted to look good because we were going to the beach later that week. I did something I immensely regretted and started screaming at her, asking her how she could do that to herself. I asked if she didn't care about how scared I was when I thought she had drowned, and even called her an idiot multiple times. I told her that I care about her health and that she would look just as good even if she didn't go on a diet. She just started crying and apologizing, saying that this wasn't the first time she did this, so she never thought she would faint like that. Apparently, every time there's an event that she has to look good for, she starts starving herself. She said she hates eating food at restaurants, and every time we go on a date, she doesn't eat anything for 3 days after that to make up for it. I was shocked. I thought she enjoyed those dates, which is why I took her to those restaurants in the first place. But now that I know she was torturing herself after them, I couldn't live with myself. How did I not notice any of this until now? I stopped screaming and started saying I was sorry, so we ended up going into a long sequence of apologies. The doctors diagnosed her with anorexia and suggested therapy, to which she agreed. I thought we had identified the problem and things were going to get better, but they got so much worse. We were sitting in couples therapy when my girlfriend started talking about her childhood. Turns out she didn't have anorexia at all, and instead, her hatred for food stemmed from straight up trauma. When she turned 13, her mother made her join a beauty pageant and didn't feed her anything but water in preparation for it. When she lost, her mother concluded that she must have snuck some food behind her back, so she made her kneel on a rock outside their house for hours. This went on for years. If my girlfriend wanted to go to prom, her mother would make her diet for 2 months and feed her nothing but carrots. Her mind got so used to that she started ignoring her body's cries for help. She knew that this wasn't normal when she went to live by herself, but by that point, she was too far gone. Starving herself came naturally to her, and she would only eat 1 meal a day. I flew into a rage and left the therapy session to go to her mother's house. I busted open that woman's door and asked if she was insane. She understood what I was talking about and told me, "So what if I starved her? I did it for her own good. If you can't understand that, then stay away from her." I wanted to slap that arrogant face of hers, but I held back. "Today is the last time either of us will talk to you, because you're a monster for not teaching your daughter to be secure in herself." She scoffed and said that won't happen, because she knows how much she had whipped her daughter. I left, and when I got back home, my girlfriend was balled up on the couch. I went to sit beside her when someone knocked on the door. Turns out, her mother had followed me home, and now she was screaming, "Tracy, open the door and tell your stupid boyfriend to apologize to me." I saw my girlfriend flinch, and that's when I knew I had to do something. I told her as softly as possible, "Look, what your mother taught you has given you trauma, and you need to stand up to her if you want to move on and start being healthy." She said she knew that, but it was still impossible for her to do. All this time, her mother was still outside our door screaming, but then she said something that pushed my girlfriend over the line. "Have you become so fat that you can't even get up to open the door? I knew your boyfriend was filling your head with bullshit." My girlfriend stood up with a blank expression, went and opened the door, and then slapped her mother's right cheek like it was nothing. Her long nails scratched her skin, so there was a little bit of blood as well, but she wasn't bothered by it. "Don't talk about me or my boyfriend like that, because you're not my mother anymore. Leave us alone, or I'll have you arrested." Then she landed another slap on the left cheek for good measure, before coming back and hugging me.